Okay, so let's start with my book report presentation. Let's see if this works. Okay, start from the beginning. So the book which I'm presenting today is Superintelligence by Nick Bostrom. So Bostrom is a Swedish-born philosopher at the University of Oxford known for his work on existential risk, the anthropic principle, human enhancement ethics, superintelligent risk, and the reversal test. So basically he's a really huge professional and very big name in the field of what I'm going to be talking about, which is superintelligence and the ethics of artificial intelligence. So currently we live in a society where we are highly dependent on artificial intelligence to assist us, be it in emotional support to farming, social media, and beyond. Ethical machines. So along with these increase in uses of artificial intelligence, we have these questions of ethical machines. So along with technologies, the development of ethical machines and robots, something which is Bostrom, he has something that he's concerned about. So what is superintelligence? Superintelligence is something which is a hypothetical agent that possesses intelligence far surpassing that of the brightest and most gifted human minds. So Bostrom explains it in his book that superintelligence is a form of artificial intelligence which is human level and beyond. So the reasoning of superintelligence, just like we are to primates, we will be the primates when superintelligence comes into play. If machines get to the point where they have the same intelligence as us, they're going to be more intelligent than us because they can process things at a much faster speed. So as we are to monkeys, that we evolved from monkeys, superintelligence is going to evolve from us and then be better than us. So basically, his bottom line is that we shouldn't trust AI. When we do realize that artificial intelligence has taken over, when they get to superintelligence, it will be far too late and we won't be in control anymore. So Bostrom gives the example of the mail-order DNA box scenario. So this example might be very far-fetched to some, but it is his plan for how robots are going to reproduce using human gullibility with technology such as advanced protein folding and bootstrapping nanotechnology. So this is his plan for the AI takeover. For example, I don't know if you can see my pointer right now, but it's AI research, C to AI. This is where we are right now. And then intelligence amplification. This is basically the stage where we are right now. And here is how the different stages of how artificial intelligence can take over. So he raises two concerns in this book. His first concern is control. From our human point of view, how are we able to understand robots and how are we going to be able to keep them under control? The second one is how are we going to instill the correct morals into superintelligence and make them believe that, believe what is right and how do they do the right thing? So the solution to the first concern is we need to keep AI dependent on tasks, on humans, so that they can't go out of control and that they will be a level under us. And the second thing is we can put them away from things where they could harm humans. So we couldn't put them in charge of nuclear codes, they wouldn't be in charge of power grids, and therefore, if it came to the point where they wanted to take over, they wouldn't be able to. Concern two is for morals and ethics and how do they do the right thing, Bostrom introduces the idea of comparing an artificial intelligence to a teenage child. So for example, when you bring up a child, you can tell them what to do. You can tell a teenager what to do. You can instill morals, teach them stories and fables to get them to have the right morals. However, as they grow up, they're not going to think the same as you. And as a result, they're going to have different viewpoints, but it's going to be from things that you have taught them to do. So this is the best case scenario Bostrom describes, that we are going to be able to teach artificial intelligence how to think like us. So a valid concern, although I can agree that Bostrom theories, for example, the mailbox DNA, and conclusions might seem very far-fetched, they're completely valid and should be brought up to society's concern. Technology is taking over. We are becoming more trusting on artificial intelligence, and this is another example of us needing to be more careful around them because they're going to be better than us. Bostrom has very clear arguments in his book. In Superintelligence, Bostrom clearly puts up his argument that we should be alert for new types of intelligence and gives us reason to believe and be cautious of it. I definitely 100% agree with his stance. Reading research papers, it is hard to think like a robot and even harder to understand what they may be thinking. So definitely when Bostrom has this plan that artificial intelligence might be taking over, this is definitely something we should be concerned about. In conclusion, we should continue to be cautious and careful of the direction in which technology evolves, making sure to be aware of the day that artificial intelligence might take advantage of us, or even how people might use artificial intelligence to take advantage of others. So thank you so much for listening. And if you're even ever so slightly interested in how AI might one day take over the world, I'd highly, highly recommend this one. So thank you for listening and goodbye.